Wow, anyway, I don't know how to start these things, so I'm just going to get right into it. If you don't know me, my name's Lee. This is my pink drift machine. There's an S14, Ags built SR, all the good stuff, we'll go through it. But anyway, tonight we're going down to Sam's, aka Dr. Drift. We're just going to give it a health check after our first event, just to make sure she's good. Hopefully wind some more boost into it, do a couple other good things. But the biggest thing I want to do tonight is I want to see a difference in mufflers. So I've had this muffler for a little while. Jackie Mackie Reyes guitar. We've V-banded the biff back section. I've currently got an axle back section in there. As you can sort of see, it's got a muffler in there with a 4-inch trumpet out the back. Look, I just want to know if there's any variance between the two mufflers in boost, power gains, down low torque, top end, all that sort of jazz. Just for my own peace of mind. So I thought I'd record tonight, see how things go, hang out at Sam's and have a good time. Anyway, let's roll. Give me the old kick in the pants. Right, well, we've unloaded. We've got the car inside. Hey! Anyway, like I said, all tonight, all we're down here for is just to check up, make sure everything's good, change the mufflers. Sam seems to think there's going to be no power difference, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's go along. I'll reword that, no tune difference. I get a bit mumbled with merge and how I go, anyway. So, got the two on, we're strapped down, we'll see what happens. We made, what, 299.9 last time?
Yeah, I think we should be able to get an extra decimal point, so 299.99.
It's always the character here. You know what boost we're running?
Yep.
About that. Yeah. We're running about that boost. Like I was about 20, creeping up to 23 or something, not 100% sure, but anyway, we'll see what happens.
I'll check the logs for you and let you know.
Yeah. So we got an Agus built motor under our Skevers Racing. If you don't know, you know. We got a Truss T67, 8cm rehousing, Hypertune intake, Bosch 980s. Still running the airflow, still running this tune. Nothing fancy.
That's a genuine 3-bolt rear housing too.
It is a 3-bolt rear housing. It's a genuine trussed rear housing.
Is that welded to the manifold, or you got studs and gaskets?
It is a 100% welded to the manifold.
Oh, yeah.
To make sure it's never coming off. The manifold and the head is actually off Scott Shembry's 3 Fingers Neat S14 back in the day, running big power. Agus reckons it's going to rev to 9. Who knows? Agus says a lot of things, but I always trust his work. But yeah, we'll get it started and see how we go. So we're just warming the car up, going through his thing, checking everything. We're good, still making the same power as last time, which is fantastic. But we're going to do a couple of runs. I'm going to show you the difference in exhaust notes. Oh, sorry, I don't know if you can hear me. I'll come back over here. So I'll do a couple of runs with the exhaust notes, and then with this one, and then we'll put the other exhaust on and see how that sounds. We did a couple of runs. Apparently I've been driving the car on low boost, so when I turn my isolator switch on and off, it defaults back to low boost of gate pressure of 14.6 pound or whatever it is. So last event when I drove, I was only driving on gate pressure, not the 20 pound, 21 pound that I should have been driving on. So yeah, and it was good to drive then. So I'm keen to drive. Now I've got a mental note to flick the boost too. It'll be hectic. So anyway, here we go. Doing stuff with the tune, don't really know, but he's good at what he does. I highly recommend SR, Turbo LS, LS, 1J, 2J, doesn't matter what you've got, CA, Frost or CA if you can get down here. Dr. Drift is the place to be. Man, drift tune, street tune, track tune, drag tune, man. Like, he's been around for a long time, knows his shit, really, really good. Trust Sam, wouldn't go anywhere else. Anyway, we'll do a couple more runs and we'll keep going. Man, this thing's gonna fucking rip. Alright, we've been going backwards and forwards a little bit now. I don't know if you can see me or hear me. I'll work it out later. But I did a bit of an error. The PRP kit's good for the coil packs, but it's not 100%. So we modified it slightly to make sure the coil packs are seated down and the resistors are bang on. But we're making good power. They're good? Hectic. Where was the bigger number? IP kit. Normally just gets bolted down. It's really shit sort of design on coil pack number 1. Look, I don't know if you can hear me, but anyway, so Sam's made up this plate and he's bolted this down. Seems to be working much better. And at 23 pound, we're making about 340. Anyway, I don't know if this fucking footage will be super shit, but yeah, anyway, we're gonna keep pressing on. We might crack the 350, hopefully crack the 350 mark. Right, so we've just finished up changing the mufflers. I personally think it sounds better, but we've had a drastic increase in loss. Not a little bit, a lot. Over 20 kilowatt less in power. Pretty much didn't want to make past the 300 mark. 310 it was sort of stopping at, wasn't it? Give or take, was his maximum. With the Kakimoto one, the Canon. So we made...
No, I made 327 on high boost.
I made 327? Okay.
Yeah, so that was 20 kilowatts down.
Yeah. And what's high boost? 23. So 23 pound.
Yeah, spot on 23.
So bang on 23 with the 5 Ziegler muffler and the 4-inch pipe out the back. I ran it up, we made 345. With the Kakimoto on, we couldn't make any more than 327. It would be nice to say 330.
Yeah, but that was down on power like pretty much as soon as it came on boost.
So just going over the cost graphs there.
So that's...
So the green is our... Yeah. So the green line is the 5 Ziegler muffler, and the purple line is the Kakimoto. Pardon me. The difference is just... But look at it through the mid-range here. Like, it's just crazy.
That was lost it everywhere.
It's just...
You know, like that's 20 kilowatts at 4.5.
Even at the start, like... And they say, you know what I mean? Like, this is why I do little things like this, just to make sure you're changing a muffler. Nah, it's not going to change anything because my mate told me so. You're not going to know unless you put it on the dyno and take it to your tuner and you do back-to-back runs.
Yeah, but you look in the middle of that muffler and it's got a 2.5-inch restrictor in it.
It does, yes. Perfect for street, 300 kilowatts, no worries. Anything more than that, and it's not flowing enough. But look, overall we had a good result. We got a few things cleaned up.
Had a great feed. Oh, that was fantastic.
We went to a killer ramen joint around the corner in Footscray that we found. Dined into a restaurant for the first time.
Sunshine West.
Sunshine West? Where's the... I'll find a menu, hang on. We got it somewhere. Where are we at? Washoy! You can see that there. Washoy Sunshine.
Also, brand and where was that? Port Melbourne.
Port Melbourne, which was good.
Crazy pork belly, 10-hour roasted. Oh.
It tasted really good, but eating it in a restaurant, it didn't feel real, did it? Sitting down to a table.
No, surreal.
It was
First
good.
time in 2 years.
Small little shop, family-run business, starting a franchise, just good people. Had a bit of a chit chat, which was good. We came back, started on things, and yeah. So we ended up putting, like I said, I showed you earlier in the video, the coil pack cover. Nothing against the coil kit itself. There's a few things that could be perfected a little bit better. So what we're finding is that with the rail that they've made to house the GTR coil packs, it's just the silicon stalks are just getting stuck. So when you pull out the coil pack, your resistor wants to pop out. Lose a resistor, can't buy them individually, have to buy a whole coil pack. Not a good time. So Sam has done some Sam engineering and modified the PRP bracket, honed it out a little bit more so they fit nice, still seal up really good, but they're not getting stuck like glue. And then we've gone ahead and made a new cover, because if you know what the PRP kit's like, they come with this, I don't know if I showed you earlier, this sort of shitty bracket, which I'm not overly happy with, which slots over the front of the first coil pack. And just driving around, I noticed it rattles and it's just loose, so the coil packet's not sitting tight down on the plug, creating resistance, spark issues, all sorts of stuff, which is what I was having. So Sam's done the handy dandy. I'll show you again. We made this
prototype coil pack cover.
Flash sort of coil pack cover where it's nice and tight and flush to the top here, so it's the front one here is solid and the other three are bolted down like normal. Looks really good, I rate it. And he's got a little something to put on there a bit later.
Yeah, one of a kind, that one.
Yeah, well, one of a kind sort of emblem, which would be pretty sick. But look, I think overall we had a good result. We maxed out the airflow meter, which we sort of expect would happen, at 23 pound, making 344, which again, heaps of power, more than enough. But
and on a cold day as well, so that'll be safe. Like,
yeah,
if you max out the airflow meter on a hot day, that's where you run into trouble. Because obviously cold days got more oxygen, so your airflow voltage wants to go higher.
Yep.
If it's already maxed on a hot day, you'll blow your motor up if you go for a spin on a cold night.
Yep.
So yeah, always better off tuning your cars in the cold, which is the exact opposite of what most people think.
That's why you're down here to 3am at Sam's. Not all the time. Look, how long ago?
3am?
No way. I don't think it's midnight yet.
No, early night.
Look, when you've got a hassle-free car, you have hassle-free times. So, but it's just the small things. Am I going to change ECU and get rid of the airflow meter? Probably not. Does it work? Yes. Am I going to put in a few fail-safes? Eventually. But look, just between, yeah, like I said again, Agus's build and Dr. Tunes, you sort of can't beat it. He does what he does, been in the industry a long time, very knowledgeable guy, always happy to help you out. No, I don't, but yeah. So, yeah, if you want to get your car tuned, Dr. Drift's place to be, Tottenham. So, again, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Always love the help, I guess. So, but yeah. Oh, well, we're going to go hopefully for a thrash on Sunday, and
Many more.
yeah. Anyway, hooroo. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Laters.